They hire Lovie Smith. He is now currently the second black head coach in the NFL. So they're two now, along with Mike Tomlin. Keep in mind, Lovie Smith lost a job basically for going to the playoffs every year without a quarterback. It's like, Mike Tomlin, watch yourself. You never have a losing season. Lovie Smith's like, yeah, me too. I was winning all the time. I don't know what happened. All right. Key.
Yo.
He said his goal is to provide more opportunities, Lovie Smith did, to black individuals as the head coach in Houston. He said, quote, "It's not just about talk." Said this at the introductory press conference. When you look at my staff, that's what I believe in. And then letting those guys show you exactly who they are. That's how we can increase it. It being African Americans in positions of authority in the NFL and coaching positions of importance. What do you think about what Lovie had to say?
Well, Lovie is 100% right. He lives by what he says. You got to think all the way back as a connecting antenna, so to speak, is the late Denny Green and his entire staff. And I said this when I first got into the National Football League. When I played for the Jets, we played Minnesota. I think it was my second year at home in New York, and I looked across that sideline, and that entire sideline, you could tell Denny Green meant something. Black assistants everywhere. And then when I got to Tampa Bay, Lovie Smith was on that staff along with Herm Edwards and Coach Tony Dungy. But there was blacks in the front office, on the sidelines, in the training room. It meant something. It was important. And I think that is what you're going to get with Lovie Smith, who has hired his offensive coordinator, Pep Hamilton, who is black, not just in title, but he's actually going to call plays so you won't have this, is Eric Bieniemy calling plays or is it really Andy Reid? You won't have that. It's Pep Hamilton. And Lovie Smith got out in front of this. And look, a lot of people are going to try and make the notion that Lovie Smith was hired only due to the lawsuit with Coach Flores. I don't see it that way. I think Lovie Smith was hired because he's a damn good coach. On top of that, in fact, he may be the better coach for them anyway out of all the candidates. He's respected in the building. He understands the building. They need to change the culture, which he's going to be a part of because he's certainly not signing up for a one-year job, Jay. This is a long-term situation at 63 years old for him. He's already doing more for that organization than what they were doing in the past. Already.
Yeah, I think he is just overall the type of organization that he's had to inherit coming off the heels of David Culley being there for 1 year. Like, all right, well, the second black guy has his job in the NFL, but it's because he had to inherit this type of situation coming off of when you hear that it's between Josh McCown and Brian Flores as finalists, and that's the talk. And then it's just all eerie to me. I mean, it's called energy, though, Max. Like when I hear Nick Caserio trying to explain that had nothing to do with the negotiation or the lawsuit against the NFL, the fire alarm comes on, and like it's not believable in the first place. All of it, it rubs me the wrong way about the organization.
But here's what I would say: knowing Lovie Smith, he ain't taking that job if it ain't right.
I hear you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.